Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Rob's World of Boxing. Let's get it. Alright man, we got a cool little fight coming on tomorrow. Well, shit, fucking cool. It's an amazing fight card, man. It's in Saudi Arabia, Turkey Al Sheikh and all them guys, man. It's gonna be Artur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol. The rematch. The first fight happened in November, some shit like that. Yeah, man, but the whole card gonna be stacked from top to bottom. You got Artur Beterbiev on here, Joseph Parker. Like I said, Artur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol. Sorry about that. Joseph Parker versus Martin Bacoyle. Shakur Stevenson versus Josh, whoever the fuck that's. It was supposed to be Kid Austin, but it's Josh Padley. I ain't heard of him. Carlos Adam versus his opponent, who I ain't heard of. Joshua Buatsi, Dazn. It's a hell of a card, man. But yeah, let's get into it. The first fight you got on the card is Dazn versus Ajit Cabello. Dazn is 27-2, 1 draw, 22 KOs. Ajit Cabello is 25-0, 17 KOs. He won his last fight over Frank Sanchez, man, who was throwing his name in there for contender at heavyweight. So that was a hell of a win over Frank Sanchez. I think he TKO'd him too, if I'm not mistaken. And his opponent, Dazn, he actually TKO'd Deontay Wilder his last fight after losing to Joseph Parker, man. And before that, putting 2 brutal knockouts on Joe Joyce, man. So Dazn versus Ajit Cabello. I ain't gonna lie, my first time seeing Ajit was versus Frank. He looked good, man. But I just don't know if he has that that extra oomph, to get him over the hump against Zealy, man. Zealy is big as hell. Pause. So yeah, man, let's see if Ajit, can pull out the upset. But in my quick prediction, I'll say Dazn for the 8th round KO, getting that win. All right, next fight on the card is Joshua Buatsi versus Caleb Smith. Joshua Buatsi is 19-0, 13 KOs. Caleb Smith is 30-2 with 22 KOs. All right, I know Joshua Buatsi is undefeated, but I ain't gonna let that be the reason. I'm gonna probably take Caleb Smith in this fight. I feel like Caleb Smith, he's been tested. He's been in there with Canelo. He's been in there with Beterbiev. I mean, he's lost both of those fights, but he's been in there with the motherfuckers, nonetheless. So I'm gonna go around with Caleb Smith in this fight, man. Joshua Buatsi, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't see him. He ain't been overly impressive to me. No time I seen him, so yeah, I'm gonna run with Caleb Smith. Quick prediction, I'll say unanimous decision win. Caleb Smith, man, getting back to his winning ways. Next fight is on the card is Carlos Adam versus Hamza Shiraz. I don't know, man. I never heard of the guy, but he's 21-0 with 17 KOs. So let's see if he can get the job done versus Carlos Adams. I don't think he's gonna be able to get the job done versus Carlos Adams. If I didn't mention this is a title fight for Adams. WBC middleweight title. Adams, I've never been a big fan of Adams. His fighting style, I feel like, is nothing that's jumping off the table at you. He's very fundamentally sound, very basic, come forward fighter. It's not too much to write home about, but he's a champ, man. He's only lost one time, so shit, he proving me wrong every time. So I'm gonna fuck with Adams, man. I'll say a unanimous decision win for Carlos Adams. All right, next fight on the card is a fight I'm very excited about. It's Vergil Ortiz Jr. versus Israel Madrimov, man. All right, Vergil Ortiz Jr. is 22-0, 21 KOs. Israel Madrimov is 10-1, 1 draw, 7 KOs, man. It's for a vacant WBC belt at 154 pounds. All right, this is going to be a hell of a fight. Like I said, I'm most excited for this fight on the card. I was the most excited for Shakur Stevenson fight because he's my favorite fucking fighter against Kid Schofield. I know he's not proven, but I wanted to see that fight, but since he dropped out, this is the one I'm looking to now. And yeah, he's a hell of a fighter, man. I feel like he's a hell of a fighter. Who's a hell of a fighter? But Vergil Ortiz is a hell of a fighter, man, and he hasn't been given the opportunity yet. You know, some due to his own fault, some due to, just the business, man. Because he was at 147. 147 is a wide open division, but he couldn't, keep making that weight. I don't know if it was any fault of his own or maybe his body just outgrew 147. But if you was at 147 right now, boy, guaranteed you would be champion. Guaranteed, because that's a wide open division. But nonetheless, this is a fight for a vacant belt at 154. So let's see if he can get that get that belt, man. Vergil Ortiz versus Israel Madrimov, man. And Madrimov, I know his record is 10-1 with 7 KOs. Not too impressive, but he was a hell of an amateur, highly decorated. And his last fight against against Terrence Crawford, man, he didn't disappoint. I feel like he made it hard for Crawford, and he gained a fan that night, in me. So, I'm going to put some respect on Israel Madrimov's name. It's going to be a hell of a fight. He's a come-forward fighter, and he can box too, though. And Vergil Ortiz is a come-forward fighter, and he can box too, though. So, I'm looking forward to seeing it. I ain't going to lie, bro. I don't know who's going to win this fight. It's a toss-up. If I had to pick, man, if I was betting on the fight, man, I'd run with Vergil Ortiz just because he is the younger fighter, man. Not by much, though. You would think, but not by much. He's 26. I think Israel's 30. But, yeah, I just run with Vergil, man, just because he's the younger fighter. I feel like he probably has more left in the tank. And, yeah, man, I fuck with Vergil. I got faith in Vergil. So I'm going to run with Vergil. I say a quick prediction. I say a 10th round KO win for Vergil Ortiz, man. Getting back to his KOing ways. All right, next fight on the card is Joseph Parker versus Martin Bukoil, man. All right, Joseph Parker is 35-3, 23 KOs. Martin Bukoil is 21-1, 16 KOs. Martin Bukoil last fight, he stopped Jared Big Baby Anderson, had him on the canvas. He didn't have him on the canvas. It would have been nice if he had him on the canvas crying like a big baby, but he didn't. He knocked him out with a T. Well, he got the TKO, standing knockout. All right, like I said, his opponent is Joseph Parker, man. Joseph Parker is on a 5-fight win streak, man, including Wilder and Zhilei Zhang. So he's been winning, man, and in impressive fashion, so it's gonna be a pretty tough fight. I'll say, man, this is a good fight. I'll run with Martin Bukoil, man, just because I don't know. I feel like Jared Anderson was different, and for you to stop him how you stopped him, I know Parker beat Wilder and Zhang, but I feel like them guys are kind of long in the tooth, man, on the back end of their career. But for you to stop Jared Anderson, how you stopped Jared Anderson, man, put some respect on your name, man. I'll say a unanimous decision win for Martin Bukoil. All right, next fight on the card I want to talk about is for the WBC title at lightweight. Shakur Stevenson versus Josh Padley. As I mentioned earlier, Shakur Stevenson is 22-0, 10 KOs. Josh Padley is 15-0, 4 KOs. Yeah, like I said earlier, we got Josh Padley because Kid Austin pulled out at the last minute of this fight, man. I was watching an interview with Shakur. He was saying earlier in the week he thought that Kid Austin would pull out because Kid Austin was saying some weird shit about something that they did. Or I forget. He was saying they did something weird. Shakur like, I ain't do nothing like, well, I don't know why you bring that up. Now, I don't think he want to fight. And what do you know? He pulled out last minute talking about he got an illness. Man, this kid and his dad, man, I'm tired of the talking. They talk a lot. You trying to use other people's name to build your name, man. Fucking get in the ring and fight, man. I don't want to hear nothing else from y'all, man. I feel like the kid is green. I feel like the kid's not ready, so I feel like his dad is doing a hell of a job promoting him because he knows that. So he's trying to make his name big because he knows it, with talking, because he knows the skills is not going to do the job. So, man, let me get off this guy, though. But, yeah, man, Shakur Stevenson versus Josh Padley. Shakur Stevenson, my favorite fucking fighter, man. I don't know Josh Padley. I was very excited about this Kid Austin fight. Not so excited about Josh Padley. I feel like Shakur gonna walk through a guy with 4 knockouts. Yeah, it's gonna be a clinic. It's gonna get bad. Quick prediction. I'll say, man, Shakur usually get the unanimous decision. I'm gonna say he gonna impress. He gonna get that 11 knockout against Josh Padley. 6th round KO win for Shakur Stevenson. All right. Next fight I want to talk about on the card is the main event. Artur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol. Artur Beterbiev is 21-0, 20 KOs. Dmitry Bivol is 23-1 with 12 KOs. And it's everything at 175, man, for the undisputed title. Like I said, it's a rematch. It's going to be a hell of a fight. Like the fight, well, hopefully it's going to be a hell of a fight, because the first one was a pretty good fucking fight. You know, so, yeah. I think Bivol might get this one, man. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like he kind of pulled out the first one. I had a 7-5. No lie. I feel like, you know, if he's a little more sharper in certain points of the fight, you know, and don't let Beterbiev, you know, steal rounds with 1 big shot or 2 big shots, you know, I feel like he can win fairly easy, man. He was outboxing Beterbiev, you know. He was outboxing, but he'll just let Beterbiev steal the rounds, man, with 1 or 2 big shots. So I feel like if he just tighten up in that area and just, you know, stay on his toes a little more the whole fight and keep that jab active a little more, it'll be an easy win, man. It'll be an easy win. And that'll be good for us, because then it'll be 1-1, man. You know what that means? Trilogy. You know, so hopefully that is the case, man. I'm looking forward to the fight. I'm looking forward to a trilogy, man. Be it tune into this card. I'm telling you, do not miss it. Don't miss it. It's gonna be on. I think it's gonna be on Dazn. Yeah, for sure it's gonna be on Dazn. This side, Turkey, he was fucking with Eddie Hearn and all them. So for sure it's gonna be on Dazn. Tune in. But yo, like, comment, subscribe, all that shit, people. Rob Brother Boxing. Yeah.